carrots.
Do I have to? They're so gross.
Carrots are full of vitamin A, which makes your eyes stronger and you'll be able to see better.
So I won't have to wear these anymore? Hi, my name's Abby. This is Azaria and Maria. We're here today to prove if carrots really do help your vision.
If your parents have ever told you that eating carrots will help you see better,
have we got a show for you? You may not care at all, but this myth's history dates back to World War II. The British Air Force spread word that eating carrots would help the pilots see Nazi bombers at night. This was intended to get out to the enemy to hide the fact that the Royal Air Force had discovered airborne interception radar.
this new system helps spot enemy bombers before they reach the English Channel. Although we can't test night vision, we are able to test if it helps your overall vision.
On Wednesday, January 25th, we arranged a visit with Dr. Herriot at the North Peace Optometry Clinic.
He gave us very good ideas to help our project be more accurate and gave us tons of research as well.
We went home and read the articles that he gave us and learned more about vision in our eyes.
My name is Christopher Herriot. I'm an optometrist in Fort St. John. I own a business called North Peace Optometry Clinic. Night vision. So the big question, there's two questions. Is taking vitamin A going to improve your vision? Or is vitamin A deficiency going to make someone's vision get worse? And how is it going to affect the night vision? So those are actually two different questions because they affect the eye. They affect our eye in two different ways. There's the rods. They only detect light. So when they only work when it's really dark.
Do you expect a difference between our eyes during this experiment? Why or why not?
No, I don't expect a difference in vision, and it's because our body isn't limited by the amount of vitamin A that it can intake. Our retina is limited by the amount of opsin proteins in the photoreceptors, and so the opsin proteins will saturate faster than the amount of vitamin A will. So it's really the limiting factor. So taking more vitamin A isn't going to have I don't predict it's going to have a positive effect.
For our small-scale test, we took just an average eye chart. We tested our eyes for 2 days while eating 1 cup of raw carrots per day.
We only tested Marie and Abby because I couldn't see at all without my glasses. Our results were not very good because they didn't change much, so we couldn't tell. Monday, February 6th, we took all our volunteers to the optometry office to get their first eye test done. This test was before eating any carrots. We used some really cool pieces of equipment for measuring different parts of your eye.
We use the visual field to measure your peripheral vision. You look into a sphere and it flashes lights. You have to click a button whenever you see them.
You're just walking? Yeah. Thanks, Jill. So how does an eye chart tell your vision correctly?
So most eye charts, they're made so that at a certain distance, it's going to be a measured size, the limit of what a person can see. Most eye charts are kept at 20 feet, and that's how they have the form 20/20, or when you hear that someone's vision is 20/20. And the 20/20 line takes up a certain size or visual angle that is expected someone with normal vision would have. If someone doesn't have normal vision, they would have they'd have to see read a larger row of letters, which would be, for example, 20/40 or 2100. What that means is that someone with 2100 vision, if they were to see a road sign, for example, from 20 feet away, a person with normal vision would be able to see the same road sign from 100 feet away.
Did you always want to be an optometrist growing up?
Yeah, I did probably since I was 16 years old, I started wearing contact lenses for sports, and I just thought it was really interesting that I could wear something on my eye that would improve my vision, because I had pretty bad vision. I have pretty bad vision. So this is a diagram of what the eye looks like, a cross section of the eye. These are the eyelids here. This is the cornea, the front of the eye. This is what the iris looks like. It's a muscle that controls the light getting to the eye. This is the crystalline lens inside the eye. Lining the back of the eye is the retina, and the retina is where light is captured, and it sends an electrical signal to the brain through the optic nerve, telling your brain what you're seeing. So this is a remote that controls the size of the letters on the eye chart. It's just a Mac computer, so it's software that will run the size of the letters. Maybe we'll close the door because I don't think how she sees it. You can come in if you want. So the outer segments of the photoreceptors would be probably from right here until I think about right here. Alright, so we'll go back to the beginning. And Azaria, you can have a seat there. Kobe, you can have a seat in the chair there.
Hold your eye nice and wide.
I can put your glasses on. Oh, is there a spot over there? Yeah, that's fine.
Good, you can move your chin to the other wrist
You don't
there.
have to set your chin in there.
Perfect. Now keep watching that green light.
So
And blink
now
your
you're
eye a
gonna
couple
set your
times,
chin
and then
on
hold
this
your eye
side.
nice and wide.
I can. That's gonna be.
This is not good.
Oh no.
The more delayed you get, probably by the hydro, if you actually do get to start, then it could be a longer wait past 3 o'clock. So. So the higher the number here, that you'll see numbers in the 30s or high 20s, it tells you in decibels how sensitive they are. There's one part where it gets really low. You can see it's like 3 there, and that's where the optic nerve enters our eye. We actually have a little blind spot there because there's no photoreceptors there. That's why you see this little black mark on the visual field test, is because
Whoa! 3.99. I was the same as Kobe.
yeah.
Oh my, this side was way better though.
Yeah.
0.92.
You're probably
oh,
just
weird.
learning what you're doing. Okay, last time, she got more reliable at doing the test, so there were less false positives. So she was kind of like a little bit less trigger happy. Those are the most significant things. And where she had like a -3 now, it's a -1. It was negative 0.65 decibels, and here's negative 0.28 decibels. So yeah, again, she performed a little bit better on the test. The false positives went from 14 to 10. She didn't do any false negative errors this time. So she's basically understanding the test a lot better. She's better at doing the test. I don't think that the difference in numbers is very statistically significant, but I think she's learning how to do the test. So my parents never told me that carrots would help me see better, but I did one time have a client where the child's eyes had gotten a little bit worse since I saw her last time, and this is normal for nearsighted children. It's kind of normal development for their eyes as the child grows, their eye might grow as well, and there's a good chance that they might become more nearsighted. It's very common. But when I told the mother that her child needed new glasses, that because her eyes had changed, the mother got very upset. She was very upset because she said, "I've been feeding my child carrots every day, and I make sure that she eats lots of carrots. So why did her eyes get worse?" And so I had to have a conversation with her that carrots don't actually help to keep her eyes from changing, or they're not going to improve our eyesight.
In conclusion, we've discovered from our research and results that although carrots may help your overall eye health, eating them regularly won't help you see better, whether it be juiced, cooked, or raw. Our results varied, since there was a possibility that the subject would press the button when they didn't actually see anything. This was called a false positive reading.
If the subject didn't press the button when they definitely should have seen something, it was recorded as a false negative.
If their MD number was a positive, they were above average, and if it was a negative, they were below average. You lied.
What y'all trying to do? 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe so clear. Look out. Pop, it's showtime. Showtime. Guess who's back again? Oh, they don't know. I bet they know as soon as we walk in. Showed up. I'm wearing Cuban links. Designer mix. Inglewood's finest shoes. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. Known to give the color red the blues. Shit. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up.